Ever feel like your body and mind are betraying you, like you're on a roller coaster with no brakes? Well, buckle up, my friend, because in this video, you're going to hear celebrities sharing their own personal stories about
perimenopause and menopause.
And the funniest one is near the end, so be sure to stick around.
Menopause is more than just hot flashes.
I don't know about you, but for many of us women in our 40s and 50s, it can be like navigating a hormonal tornado.
I thought I was going to die every single night. Dripping, drenching sweats.
The moods, you're just like all of a sudden furious for no reason.
Dry vagina, it's all part of it.
Hi, I'm Rena Hedeman, and this is Thrive After 45, where we dive into health, beauty, and lifestyle topics for women at midlife and beyond. Okay, so when you're younger, you kind of hear all this weird stuff about what happens someday in menopause, but menopause isn't until you're like 50s for most women. But what no one tells you about are all the symptoms that start like 10 years earlier when you're in your 40s or even 30s, like Naomi Watts.
The year I started experiencing menopausal symptoms, when I started trying to have children, which was age 36, my doctor said, you could be close to menopause. I panicked. Finally, I did get pregnant.
Okay, so we hear about hot flashes all the time. I mean, Drew Barrymore had her first hot flash on her show in front of a live audience.
For the first time, I think I'm having my first hot flash.
Oh, that's such, I feel so honored.
I'm so sorry. I think I finally, do you feel this?
Oh, I do.
It's a really hot
Internal heat.
But everyone's different. Hot flashes have never been a real problem for me personally, but night sweats? Oh my gosh, I should wear a bathing suit to bed because sometimes it's like a sweaty sauna party on my side of the bed.
I can feel the hormonal shifts happening, the sweating.
The night sweats started in a major way around 43.
But the worst part? The mood swings, feeling angry and pissed off for no reason.
The moods, you're just like all of a sudden furious for no reason.
And the anxiety and the depression that for me just came out of nowhere.
And then came the most unimaginable anxiety that I've not known before. Anxiety, like proper panic. At one stage, I thought my head was going to explode with just anxiety over, I can't eat the tiniest thing.
I just turned 50, and I think a lot of times as women, we don't really talk about the mental aspect of perimenopause and menopause.
No one told me that's related to perimenopause. I wish celebrities had talked about it publicly back then.
Perimenopause sucks. It really does. There's no other way to describe it, and it's because your hormones are just going all over the place, up and down, up and down.
I don't know about you, but sometimes I feel like I'm living in someone else's body with someone else's brain. I mean, I've always been good at juggling lots of different things at one time, but then suddenly it felt way harder to focus and concentrate.
And could not concentrate reading, which is my favorite thing to do, my love. I couldn't focus long enough. And a friend who was going through it said, do you find yourself not concentrating? And I was like, yeah. Do you feel that you're duller than you used to be? Yeah.
And sometimes I still forget what I'm talking about, literally mid-sentence. Does that ever happen to you? Let me know in the comments.
Brain fog. You lose your memory.
So get this, Selma Hayek asked her doctor a few questions about menopause, and you're not even gonna believe what questions they asked her.
Are your ears growing and there's hair coming out of them? Are you growing mustache and a beard?
Wow.
Are you easily irritable? Are you crying for no reason? Are you gaining a lot of weight really fast that doesn't go away no matter what you do? Are you shrinking?
Right.
And then they ask you, is your vagina dry? And I thought to myself, it doesn't matter if you have hair coming out of your ears and nose and a mustache and a beard and you're shrinking and you're getting big and you're in a bad mood all day but crying at the same time. Nobody's coming near your vagina. There ain't nobody who's gonna be coming near that thing.
She can laugh and make light of it now, but if you don't know all the possible symptoms of perimenopause, it can be really scary.
I started at 48 with heart palpitations. And I went from doctor to doctor, literally 5 different doctors. At one point, female doctor, had given me, first of all, an angiogram and put me on heart medication and had never once mentioned that this could be menopause or perimenopausal. And I just happened to be in the office one day and opened a book and saw palpitations, heart palpitations, symptoms of perimenopause. Went from doctor to doctor to doctor. Went to 5 different doctors. Nobody ever once suggested that it could be menopause.
And don't even get me started on the doctors. When I asked about my symptoms, they acted like I was speaking an alien language. It's like they skipped that chapter in med school or something.
And some of our doctors don't know this stuff at all or don't talk to us about it.
When I asked my doctor, what did I get? Your ears are ringing, you're breaking out in hives, and you've got anxiety? Oh, it's just stress. And then a few years later, when I mentioned the night sweats, incredibly heavy periods, and just debilitating insomnia, he said to me, oh, you're just getting close to menopause. Don't worry, it's just a natural part of aging. Oh, great. Thanks for the profound wisdom. I'm thinking, okay, dear male doctor, ED in men is a natural part of aging too, but it was addressed years ago in the shape of a little blue pill. I mean, can you imagine if men were told, oh, don't worry, it's just a natural part of aging, so just suck it up? I mean, right? And that's just one symptom. For many of us women over 45 or so, we've got like 30 symptoms. At least I do. And our libido is taking a nap. Why doesn't the medical world address that? I'm really grateful for the celebrities who are bringing perimenopause and menopause into the spotlight and sharing their crazy stories.
We need to share these stories.
But why does it take celebrities to drag this out into the light? Why don't we talk about this more?
We just don't talk about it as women. We don't.
Why do we have to learn more from a celebrity's Instagram post than from our own doctors? By the way, you can check that one out over here.
We need to talk about what happens during perimenopause and menopause.
It's time for a change, don't you think? Not every woman gets perimenopause or menopause symptoms, and for some people it's just a short, mild phase. But for many of us, it can be truly debilitating. We need more awareness, more education, and doctors who aren't acting like it's no big deal, because it really can be. One place you might start that's really helped me is the North American Menopause Society, NAMS.org. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, but their website is a great source on women's health, including menopause and perimenopause.
But it's like you get yourself back once you're onto the other side. And I knew that was coming. So I felt good about that. I felt like I could breathe again.
Hey, if you want to learn more about perimenopause symptoms, you'll want to watch this video next. And if you want to hear more about celebrity menopause stories, check out this one. Oh, and if this video was helpful or interesting to you, please hit that like button and share it with someone who needs to know about this or who's going through some of it. That'll really help grow this community of strong, healthy women like you.